Okay, this is pretty much what we got to get us through to the end here. It's been quite the run, especially having to do this empty. Interesting. Okay. Do I have room for the aid spray? I wanted to take the ink ribbon with me, but because there isn't one left in the control room. But I guess I could just save here. Like, I'm not that far, right? And now that I'm sort of clear on where I need to go, more than I was in the lost footage, I won't go the wrong way, I don't think. Fingers crossed, it's my birth control. Damn, that's such a horrible thing. I know, but it was a real thing that happened. It was great. That's one of the things about university. Like, I lived in dorms, and some of the people that lived in dorms were older. Some were younger. The chick that did this is my birth control and crossed her fingers. She was older. She was like on her way to 30 older, and I learned a lot from her. I'm so used to being the oldest sibling, or being like on par with my friends, like same age, that it's always been kind of an interesting treat for me to be around anybody who's, you know, older than me that I have a close relationship with. And man, she has some fucking jokes. She also would just like cut you down. You thought like you had something figured out in life. And she was just old enough that she did know more. Like, she was past that. And if you're in your early 20s, you don't know, you might not know this yet, but you don't fucking know anything yet, all right? And at a certain point, like your mid 20s or so, you start to realize that you don't know shit, and you start to figure things out. And she was already there. She would just shut us down, man. We thought we knew everything. Like, yeah, I learned a lot from her. It was cool. Dorm life was, I'm always amazed at how expensive dorm life is. Sorry, I'm all turned around here. We're kind of come back this way together. I lived in the ghetto dorm at my alma mater. There was one that was extra cheap because it was all busted and everything. It was old, and it was one of the original ones from the two that were original. And, yeah, I lived there for sure. Because I was like, bitch, this shit's expensive. Now I wonder, given that, like, the rental market, which that's what you used to do, is sometimes you didn't have the money to live on campus, so you would rent off campus. Is it as expensive? Like, sorry, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that given that the rental market in general, like the general population rental market, is as nuts as it is right now, if you're a student in university or college or whatever, is it cheaper to live on campus, or did they jack their shit up too? Because if they did, that's fucking snaky shit, man. I mean, I understood why the prices for living on campus were what they were back in my day, because like you roll out of bed and like roll a little further into your lecture hall. That made sense, right? But now, I'm not sure, man. I mean, there were like luxury dorms and stuff, which I'm not really sure they were luxurious. It was just that like you probably didn't have to share your room with anybody. And you probably had a private or a semi-private bathroom. And that was about it. And at my alma mater, like, your meal plan was different. Like, I had one of those ones where it was just like, you have so many credits, and you basically end up living off pizza because the sandwich are too many credits. But like, because I lived in the ghetto. And so it was not well nourished. But other people had like actual like dining rooms and stuff. But like I could use my credits at other dining rooms, so I would sometimes. And then I always be like, this is not that great. Though Pita Pit was the bomb, man. I'm still a fan of Pita Pit. Alright, so we're gonna go fight the boss, finally. How am I gonna do this? Actually, you know what I want to do? Is I want to go without Rebecca real quick. Dane, why would you do that? Because... Actually, can I do this with Rebecca in tow? No, I'm not sure I can. We have more than we can carry. Wait, what are we taking with us? I was gonna take the pistol, but now I'm thinking maybe not. Because we actually have more this attempt than I did on the lost footage. I was hurting a little bit in the lost footage. Because, like, if she drops this... Because fuck that. What can she take? Like, we need the Magnum. We need that schnazzles. Billy's in the way, so I can't see. And we have lots of health. We're not going to take the shotgun. Like, we have enough health that if I send Billy along... And because there's some zombies in front of the incinerator, and I kill those motherfuckers, that we could take 1, 2, 3 more healing items with us, because I'm gonna go use the incinerator card and then throw it away. So maybe, yeah. All right, that's what I'll do. All right. Oh fuck! I swear I know what I'm doing. All right, stay here, honey. I'll be back. We're going this way, yeah. Oh man, but you see what I mean? Like when I said like nothing's really happening, we're just running around like shits for a while, and it's real easy for your mind to wander because we're not talking about what's happening at all. Like we're not really like finding anything out. Like just the pacing of. I don't want to say the pacing of the story. Maybe, I don't know. Like, it just feels like there could have been a few more things thrown in here. Other than like, oh, we got attacked by bugs trying to get the battery. Like, shouldn't we say more like, hey, I know we're getting there, but, you know, are you going to arrest me? Maybe we could revisit that for a smidge. Hey, I saw my leader. I just want you to know I'm not going to turn you in. Or something. Like... Especially considering, again, how many FMVs did we run into on the train? It was ridiculous. Okay, Dane, stop bitching and complaining. I know, but it's kind of like just like my default setting. You know? It's not that I dislike this. Like, when I'm mad at a video game, I think you can tell. Because I get real angry. And it's real. I'm not mad. I'm just sort of like, but, oh, so many missed opportunities here. Man, it could be better. Your criticism is not constructive. It's just the tone that I do it in. Also, nobody asked me and they made... Wow! What?! I am getting just fucked by frogs. I didn't know that could happen. I seem to have rolled a... Because this isn't where I want to go. Wait a minute. How do I get to the incinerator? Oh, I do have to take that path. You see the L shape with the green? That's the cut across the dam. I have to do it because that's how I get into the room that leads to the incinerator. Huh. That's why it made sense, because when I did it on the lost footage, I ended up having to come down this way. The way that I just went. Because, yeah, I can't go that way, though, because that platform is I can't recall it, though. I must be able to. There's no fucking way. They wouldn't have locked me in like that. Okay, fingers crossed for no frog. Let's see if we can do this. Get fucked. Yeah, you stay in the water, bitch. Yeah, I'm afraid of you. I am, but... Okay, so I'm gonna have to go the other way. But... Can I recall the platform? I don't know if I can. This also feels like a needlessly stupid traversal issue that's caused by the inability to recall the platform. So my guess is that the platform is already up, but that doesn't make sense. I don't know, I guess we'll find out. But that feels irritating. Like, getting to the incinerator is a fucking headache, and I think it's gotta just be me, because they wouldn't have shipped it like this, right? Like, at the end of the day, it's fucking Capcom on a Resident Evil title. They wouldn't have shipped it busted. They might ship it stupid, but they wouldn't have shipped it busted, right? So it's gotta just be me. And yet, I wonder... Okay, but do I want to go with just a handgun? Not really. Okay, this is souring my plans. This is pissing me off. Alright, I gotta go back to Rebecca. I gotta get, I don't think I have any shotgun ammo. I mean, there might be a few rounds in the one that's there, but I don't. I mean, shells. But I don't think so. And since I got hurt, I guess I'm gonna use that weed. So my whole plan, I think, just went out the window. So maybe she can come with. Alright, I'm gonna use this weed. No, because I got 3 aid sprays on the floor. Yeah, use it. Okay. Use it. And then, you might as well... Fuck, what do I have to work with? Does my shotgun have anything? Can you get out of the way, honey? Just move over a smidge. Billy, pick it up! You need 2 blocks. Fuck you. Oh, item management system of stupid. It's not the one I would have picked. Tell you what. I'm sort of wondering, should I just take Rebecca with me? Kinda don't want to, though. So much for where I saved, huh? Yeah, I got a few. Okay, let's leave this here. I'm sticking to the plan. I'm trying to think. Can I recall the gondola? Because if the platform... If I can't pull the platform back up, that's the only way I could think to put it back. But... No, does that even make sense? I'm not sure that it does. Huh! I don't know. I'm legit stumped. And that's so annoying because I really thought I had it nailed down. Especially because I did this already today. But boy howdy did I run around for a whole bunch trying to get to the fucking incinerator. It was just different. I got tangled in a whole different knot. Oh, it's gotta be me. They wouldn't have shipped it busted. It's not Bethesda. Come on. Okay, nobody jump out at me. Because I'm just trying to figure out how to get to the end here. Even though... You know... Frogs keep popping out of fucking nowhere. So I moved all this maybe for no reason. Huh. I wonder what the guide says. I mean, I ordered it. We'll see what it says. I'll report back. When we do this on Weska mode one day. One day is the key term. Can't see me coming back to this fucking happy times anytime soon. Just a little bit annoyed with it. Also, I'm burned out on it. I've done it twice today. I'm over it! You guys ever watch Bakba Soup on Twitch? Like, I don't, but I know who he is. And occasionally I see his VODs on YouTube. He's a Canadian. But he's an East Coast Canadian, so fuck him. Can I recall this by any chance? Gondola is once again receiving power. I can't, so it can't be that. Alright, moment of truth. The platform was up. Okay. Anyway. That guy plays Resident Evil and Resident Evil mods. It seems like. End of sentence. That just seems to be what he plays. And I mean, I like a good Resident Evil game, but I don't know how he doesn't get burned out on that. Probably money. Not to throw any shade at the guy. I think it's interesting. Some of the mods that he does, now that I'm like, because he puts it in the title, and they're pretty good. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, I got to see that. So I do. I'm like, oh, that is kind of rad. That's pretty good. I like that a lot. But yeah, that's a lot of Resident Evil. And there's a stream on Rumble I don't really spend a lot of time on Rumble because, let's be real, that interface is not great yet. Hopefully one day it is. Will you fucking die, please? Thank you. Sure hope another one doesn't pop out. There's I think it's just 24/7 of, no commentary or anything, just somebody playing Resident Evil. And I'm sure that it's like, or I think, I don't know, I shouldn't say that I know, pre-recorded, but it's like listed as like Resident Evil, study, relax, sleep, whatever. It's, and it's just interesting that it's out there. Welcome to the Resident Evil channel. I don't know if it loops or if it uses different LPs each time. I assume the guy or whoever who broadcasts it owns it. I don't know. Do any of us really own any of these, or does fucking Capcom? Do you remember that period of time where it wasn't clear if you could do this shit without getting nailed? I'm glad that it seems to be that we can, because it's a lot of fun, but there was a period of time. I think they let it go through just because it did turn out to be mutually beneficial, right? Like, we have fun doing it, some people make money off of this, and then it's free advertising, right? You won't be needing this card anymore, throw that shit away. There are some companies that expressly have stated they don't want you to do it. Oh hey look. I might need this on the way back. Like, Atlas is one of them. I actually did a playthrough of Catherine Full Body, recorded it, good to go, and then I got towards the end, right, and because I was recording direct to the hard drive on the PS4, all of a sudden I couldn't record, because it was blocked, the end of it, and I was like, what the fuck, and so I'm looking into it, and I'm like, oh, when am I gonna have to do to bypass this, blah blah blah, but then I see quite quickly that Atlas has specifically, like, they don't love it when you record that shit. Because I was like, oh, like, I'll just, I have to get an external capture card anyway, right? And then I was like, oh, they really hate that. Shit. I might have done that for nothing. Because, I don't know, it's one thing when it's like, I mean, I'm sure there's people that worked on, like, Resident Evil or whatever who hate that we record it. But, like, it hasn't, to my knowledge anyway, like, the company hasn't explicitly come out and said, stop fucking doing that! So... I don't, oh yeah, I can't apparently mix 2 piles of weed together. So that's cool, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with that fucking playthrough. Really not sure. It's not worth getting strikes or anything, but I don't know if you would. I mean, I'm not monetized or anything, so who gives a shit? I mean, I do, because I don't want my channel to just disappear. I don't really care if there's one person watching, or 100, or nobody. I care. I don't want it to just go away. I mean, all of these videos, I saw the other day that I had like 890 or something. They're all backed up to various things, like, storage is a pain in the ass, right? Because they're so big, because I don't render them at lower quality. I just render them at whatever I can pump out of the editing software. So they're all huge, like a couple of gigs, I think, usually. Sometimes a little less, not usually though. They're all just sitting on SSDs that are just locked up, and then obviously they get sent automatic. Most of them. It doesn't seem to be perfect, and I don't know what the problem is. The link between YouTube and Rumble, so it ports them over to Rumble, but it doesn't seem to get all of them, and I'm not really sure what the fuck that's about, but it's kind of irritating. And like, it wouldn't be a problem to just upload the missing ones, like piecemeal for backup anyway. If I didn't live in the middle of buttfuck nowhere and have to like ration my fucking internet bandwidth. So, who knows? 1 is none, 2 is 1, right? Alright, we are finally ready to fucking rock and roll. I sure wish I knew where there was an ink ribbon so I could save. Because I might die. And I would be angry. There's nothing on this floor. Nothing I want on that floor. That is the final arena, I think. Nothing on that floor. Nothing on that floor. There's nothing in the treatment plant. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. It won't. Oh! Is there one in the training facility by any chance? There is. I'm actually tempted. It's not that far. It might be worth it. But before I do that, let me drop everything off with Bex. Because now that we've figured all that out, I don't want to go through that again. So I'm gonna go get an ink rabbin and come back. It's not that far, right? It seems like it should be, but it's not for some reason. Because they just don't care. Like, sure, you can take an elevator across. Makes sense, right? That's the only explanation. Alright, Bex. I brought you weed. Shit. Shit. I brought it for you. I'm gonna go save and then I'll be back, honey. Then we're doing it! We're going! We're getting the fuck out of here, I tell you what. Can't handle it no more. I just don't want to be here anymore. It's just sucking the life out of me, lovey. I can't do it.